Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Gateshead Unison Zoom broadcasts, where I, Simon, sit down with a colleague in Unison or in Gateshead Council to highlight an issue that we think is worth highlighting. Today, we're again covering the good work of the mental wellbeing first aiders across the council and how they can help as we emerge slowly out of the third lockdown. And Catherine Hardman, Senior Workforce Development Advisor, is here to discuss that with me. How are you, Catherine?
I'm very well, thank you.
Excellent, good stuff. So, just as a quick reminder as to what a mental wellbeing first aider does, because we have covered it before, they are the first point of contact and support for anybody working at Gateshead Council who has any worries or concerns about their mental wellbeing. Catherine, my first question for you is: what are some of the most common issues that people come to you with?
Okay, well, a lot of people will come to talk to the mental wellbeing first aiders about sort of work-related issues, whether that's stress, anxiety about workloads, relationships within their work team, that kind of thing, or sometimes relationships with line managers. But it's just really any mental health issue that somebody is suffering with or anxious about, they can come and talk to one of our mental wellbeing first aiders as a first point of contact. So that could be a personal issue. You know, we have people who come and talk to us about issues they're having with children, other family members, sort of debt problems, anything at all, that they just need a little bit of direction, a little bit of signposting, you know, and that's what the mental wellbeing first aiders are there for. I think, and I don't know whether this is a really good analogy or not, but I always think of the mental wellbeing first aiders as a normal first aider who is that first point of contact. So if you broke your arm, they would come and they would get you off to the right place. They wouldn't necessarily be the person who puts your plaster cast on, but they'll be the person who might give you a ring in a few days to say, how are you doing? Is everything okay? And it's that kind of role. So anything at all, anything that you're worried or anxious about, you know, just get into contact with one of the mental wellbeing first aiders. They really are a great group of people.
Yeah, very friendly bunch.
They are.
The anxiety of coming out of lockdown and back to the workplace is an issue that I imagine a lot of people are going through right now, but maybe they don't especially know how to talk about it. What would you say to somebody going through that right now?
It's really difficult, isn't it? And I think, you know, it's unprecedented times. And if somebody had said to us sort of 18 months ago, you know, you'll go into a pandemic and you'll be in lockdown and you'll not be allowed to leave your homes unless it's absolutely necessary, we wouldn't have believed them. And I think, you know, it's one of those where there's been such a wide range of emotions for people. And people have found themselves in really difficult situations, work-wise and personal circumstances as well. You know, we've had frontline workers who've worked all the way through, you know, the pandemic and the lockdown, and some of the anxieties that they've had to work through. And then obviously we've had people who've been working from home. And, you know, for some people, the lockdown has been okay, you know, they've maybe been able to focus on a hobby or, you know, something that they've never been able to do for a long time. I'm sure a lot of people have decorated homes and, you know, taken up arts and crafts and watched, you know, end-to-end Netflix series. But for other people, it's been really challenging and really difficult. So I think we have to be mindful that there's such a wide range of emotions for people about coming back to work. Some people are quite excited about coming back, you know, to re-engage with colleagues face-to-face, not over Teams or Zoom or whatever. Some are really quite anxious about that, you know, about coming back into the building where there's other people around. You know, we're constantly fed through social media and through the news feeds about, you know, infection rates and surges and this kind of thing. So I think, you know, we just have to recognise that there is such a wide range of emotions and feelings and anxieties around this, and just be kind to each other, I suppose, and kind of think about how other people are feeling, that it isn't the same for all of us. And I think that's just the way to approach it. You know, and again, if you need some support and somebody to talk to, your mental wellbeing first aiders and quite a few of those people are people who are working on the front line. So they're kind of out there. So they can give you some of that sort of experience that they've had, or the benefit of the experiences that they've had. So that's what I would say. I would say don't beat yourself up about how you feel about this, because it is very, very strange times, and nobody could have foreseen this. And we just have to be kind to each other and kind to ourselves as well, I think.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I was just about to say that. You took the words right out of my mouth. So Unison are here to talk and negotiate about post-lockdown anxiety in the workplace as well. So are the mental wellbeing first aiders. Like you said, where can we find you?
So there's information on the intranet around who you can contact as a mental wellbeing first aider, and there's pictures on there of all of the mental wellbeing first aiders, so you might recognise somebody. But we've also got posters that are up around various buildings. We've got them in the Civic Centre, and they've been sent off down to around other establishments, and they've got contact details and things on. What I would say is, if anybody's watching this and they think, well, I haven't seen that and I don't have access to the internet, get in touch. So I think Simon's going to give my contact details at the end, and I'll be happy to send out some posters which you can display around your building, wherever you work, and just gives people a point of contact, for a mental wellbeing first aider.
Yeah, of course. So if you are in need of a mental wellbeing first aider, or if you're in need of the press materials in order to get people to get in contact with the mental wellbeing first aiders, then get in touch with Catherine. She is at catherinehardman@gateshead.gov.uk. So drop her a line there. She's a good point of contact and a very good facilitator, so she'll be able to send you towards the right person. Catherine, thank you very much for chatting to me today. A pleasure as always. And thanks to you at home for watching as well. See you next time.
Thank you. No problem.